Nancy. Hi, Betsy. Hi, Barry. Great to see you all. Hello, Susan in Idaho. Hello, Anna. Hello, Peter Amadon. Nice to have you with us today. So sweet to join. Hello, Mary and Janet and Peter and Pete. And hello, LMG. Lynn. Hello, Lynn, coming in from Connecticut. Hello, Stefan. Nice to have you with us today also. Hi, Barbara. So Peter Amadon and Stefan Amadon are in the room with us. They were our hosts on Father's Day. Nice to have you guys with us today. Bonnie, hello. And Greg, hello. Beryl, hello. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Anne. Hi, Rick and Sarah. And Barbara, Nancy, Eliana, and some other folks coming in the room, Janet, Dion, and Sandra, and still more popping in. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. It's great to have you. Hello also to everybody out on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining us. Before I forget, if you're new to us, if you would pop into the chat box which state or country you are coming from, that has become of great interest to me personally, but also it's great for grants and things for us to be able to show how far this program is reaching. So welcome to the Washington Rebels Carpe Diem Arts Daily Antidote of Song. I'm Jo Rossi, and I'm the Community Engagement Director at Washington Rebels, and I'm also on the board of Carpe Diem Arts. This is a partnership program between the two organizations. We started this initially in response to the crisis of the virus, trying to create a space where we could be together and support each other through an odd time. And in the end of May, we shifted our focus to the crisis of racial injustice, and then moving into also other social crises in our nation. And we are continuing the focus as we move forward on racial injustice and looking for ways as a community to work together and to be able to strengthen and support each other and help all of us to figure out how to be better citizens of the world, how to take more action. And we'll continue that dialogue and the music that will accompany it moving forward. And thanks to all of you for taking this journey with us. It's a great thing to be able to do this all together. So I would like to thank Colin Bills, and I'd like to thank Nico Rossi DeMattis, both of whom are working with me on this every day, and without whom I would be a disaster. And I also like to point out that one of the reasons we also started this was to support our performing artists. So if you are able to donate, there is a link in the chat box, or there will be shortly. And when you click the donate link, there will be a drop-down menu in which you can pick Daily Antidote. And that means all of the funds you give go directly to the artists for this program. So thank you in advance for that as well. For anybody who's new, we will have the lyrics in the chat box. We keep everyone on mute until the end, and then we take hands for questions or comments or just thanks to the artist. And we ask you not to chat during the song, but before or after is great. And I would like to introduce an artist who's new with us today. Sora Harris-Vincent is coming in from Los Angeles, California. And we actually met her through the Village Harmony organization. She was one of the leaders, song leaders, and extraordinary leaders of all things human at a Village Harmony teen camp, which Nico actually attended. So we got the pleasure of being led in song by Sora during the performances that they did at the end. And it was amazing. She's an incredible song leader. Sora, we're super happy that you're here.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So it's 9 a.m. on my end. So I'll say good morning to anyone else who's just starting their day, and good afternoon to everyone who's kind of been awake for a little bit. Thank you so much, Jo, for having me, and Nico and Colin for hosting this. I was so excited to get the invite. So a quick little bit about me. I'm actually from Vermont. I grew up in Marshfield, Vermont, right down the street from Larry Gordon, who is the leader and founder of Village Harmony. And I joined Village Harmony when I was 12. So I've been kind of affiliating and associating with them as an organization for over half of my life, which has been remarkable and influential in my own music career. And I am now, as Jo said, a leader. And last summer I led a camp that Nico was at, which was awesome. We had so much fun out in Western Mass. And just a little quick shout out for Village Harmony. Actually, we have made all of our camps go virtual, and we just had our first week of virtual Corsican music with our leader, Fred from Corsica. And it was amazing and awesome and incredible. So in the chat box, I actually dropped Village Harmony's website there. So if anyone's looking for some other singing camps coming up, there will be a South Africa singing camp, a camp and all the camps are 6 days long, I should say that. It's about 2 hours of live singing during the day, and then all of the songs are posted so you can learn the music on your own time. There's also going to be a camp from the Republic of Georgia. This weekend is one on original songs from two amazing songwriters, Heidi Wilson and Serena Partridge. And then I'm doing a teen camp in July. So if you know any people who identify as teens, whether or not their age is teen, it doesn't matter. It's okay. So I'll be doing a camp July 6th through 11. And I'm teaming up with two other amazing leaders, and I'll be doing traditional songs of protest from the US. So that's coming up in July. And I'm also a part of a singing quintet called Kulumba. And unfortunately, we were supposed to be on tour for all of June. We were going to be in England doing our first international tour. And alas, no one's touring around except their house. So we're not doing anything right now, but we do have an album that came out, and we're hoping to put a new album out. So we're on Bandcamp, and you can check that out. I think Nico just dropped the link for that as well. But I'm so excited to be here with all of you and be sharing a song. The song that I picked to lead is a Pat Humphries song, and I know that she's a part of Emma's Revolution, and I think that they were recently on, or they're going to be coming on soon. I grew up listening to Emma's Revolution and Holly Near and singer-songwriters and activists of that era, and that has been a huge part of my own life and my internal musical library, and it feels just all too pertinent and relevant to now be singing a song that kind of is about coming together and rising, especially through the hardship that COVID has presented, as well as the current issues with racial injustice. So the song that I'll be leading today is Common Thread. And if everyone, I think someone linked the lyrics there. So if you have that pulled up, awesome. I love this song for so many reasons. It's also a great sing-along song because there's a really pretty simple melody and some simple harmonies that can get put onto it. And it's pretty, I think it's pretty simple to pick up, but we'll see how it goes. And I'm really excited to have a virtual sing-along with all of you. So what I'll do is I'll sing through. There's like a verse and a chorus, and there's some parts that we all sing together in the verses actually. So let me sing through it just to model it, and then I'll break it down and teach it to you. So I'm gonna start with "In a Many-Colored Garden." That's the first verse. So when I go like this, I'll sing it, and then I'll point to you to have you sing along with me. In a many-colored garden, we are growing side by side. We will rise all together, we will rise. With the sun and rain upon us, not a row shall be denied. We will rise all together, we will rise. So anyone who wants to can join in on the verse, and if you want to just join in on the chorus part of the verse, you'll come in on "We will rise all together, we will rise." So here's how it goes. In a many-colored garden, we are growing side by side. Your turn. In a many-colored garden, we are growing side by side. We will rise all together, we will rise. Your turn. We will rise all together, we will rise. And then the third line repeats the same notes or melody as the first line. With the sun and rain upon us, not a row shall be denied. Your turn. With the sun and rain upon us, not a row shall be denied. And then the "we will rise" part again. We will rise all together, we will rise. So the first time that we said "we will rise all together," it goes up at the end. We will rise all together, we will rise. And then the last time we sing that, it goes down. We will rise all together, we will rise. So let's go into the chorus, and then you'll pick up the melody. It will come back to you as we keep going through the verses. So the chorus, I'll sing a line and you can sing after me. We will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun. Your turn. We will rise like the ocean. We will rise like the sun. We will rise all together. We will rise. We will rise all together. We will rise. And then each chorus, that part's all the same, but the last on the fourth line, that will change for each chorus. So make sure your eyes are kind of just, even if you're getting in the mode and you're getting in the groove, make sure your eyes just go to the lyrics because it does change every time. So it'll keep us on our feet. So the notes for that go, so we will rise all together, we will rise in our many colored fabrics made from strands of common thread. So let's go into it from the we will rise. Does everyone see where I am after the we will rise like the sun? So that part right before I go, we will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun. We will rise all together, we will rise in our many colored fabrics made from strands of common thread. We will rise all together, we will rise. So that's the chorus, more or less, and there's a couple harmonies we can add in. Anytime we say the words "we will rise," you can feel free to add your own harmony. Some of the harmonies that I might sing along to it, and that I've heard Pat sing along to it, is if the melody's going, in a many colored garden, we are growing side by side. We will, and then the bottom harmony could be kind of a simple drone. Rise all together, we will rise. If you want to try that as the bottom harmony. In a many-colored garden, we are growing side by side. We will rise all together, we will rise. With the sun and rain upon us, not a row shall be denied. We will rise all together, we will rise. So to sound the best with the melody, make sure you just go down on rise all together, we will rise. Awesome. So a little top harmony, if we want to, anyone wants to throw that in for the rise all together. In a many-colored garden, we are growing side by side. We will rise all together, we will rise. Let's try that. And if you want to sing the melody at this time, you can, or you can jump in and try that top harmony. In a many-colored garden, we are growing side by side. We will rise all together, we will rise. With the sun and rain upon us, not a row shall be denied. We will rise all together, we will rise. So that last time, I think it's fun to add a little kind of a little movement in the top harmony to kind of like keep us going and get us ready for the chorus. So this is optional. You don't have to do this, but one thing I like to do is we will rise all together, we will rise. And that kind of gives us momentum to go right into the chorus. So the harmonies for the chorus are pretty similar. I think a lot of the harmonies that I like to do, because I've just grown up doing a lot of kind of traditional folk and Appalachian music, is just kind of thirds and fifths. And if that doesn't make sense to anyone, I'll still teach the other harmonies, but feel free to just add what harmonies feel good and sound good to you. So for the chorus, the melody part, I'll remind you of that. It goes, we will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun, we will rise all together, we will rise. So an optional bottom harmony for the chorus part, because we will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun. So it could just be a third down. And then for the high harmony, we will, and I'm not a soprano, so excuse me while I try to hit this high soprano note in the morning. We will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun. So let's try that part if you want to try that high harmony. We will rise is that high note. We will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun. We will rise all, and you can join back with the melody there, or you can um, stay on the higher. Rise all together, we will rise. So anytime you see a rise all together, feel free to add that beautiful little rise all together, we will rise. Or that lovely kind of drone on the bottom. Rise all together, we will rise. So I kind of zoomed through that, but it's a pretty intuitive song, I think, because it's so repetitive and it has this kind of really nice like mantra to it. So I'd say let's try singing it through, and maybe afterwards anyone can let me know if you came up with some other interesting harmonies. I'm always excited to learn other people's ideas of harmonies. So let me just get a fresh pitch and we'll sing this again. And I'm singing this in A. Um, I think Nico shared or I shared a link to Emma's Revolution, their website. And the website is amazing because if you go under music, all of the songs are there and you can see the lyrics and listen to them play it and record it. So it's an amazing way to kind of hear how they do this version of it. So I definitely encourage you to check that out afterwards. And check out all of Pat Humphrey and Emma's Revolution's music. It is so powerful, and especially right now, I know that when I'm going out to protests and trying to, I always try to bring a song with me just to have something ready to share, and it feels really powerful to have these songs that have been around for a while and have been sung at so many other protests and riots and gatherings. So that kind of feels really powerful and special. So all right, let's jump on in and see how it goes. Feel free to sing any of the words with me, and if you want to just kind of sit back and relax and just come in on the "We Will Rise" all together, feel free to do that too. All right, here we go. In a many-colored garden, we are growing side by side. We will rise all together, we will rise. With the sun and rain upon us, not a row shall be denied. We will rise all together, we will rise. We will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun. We will rise all together, we will rise. In our many-colored fabrics, made from strands of common thread, we will rise all together, we will rise. Verse 2. We can feed our grain to cattle, and the rich man will be fed. We will rise all together, we will rise. Or we'll feed our grain to people so that millions will have bread. We will rise all together, we will rise. We will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun. We will rise all together, we will rise. No more will there be hunger in these strands of common thread. We will rise all together, we will rise. In the cold of fear and hatred, clothed in dignity we stand. We will rise all together, we will rise. We have pieced this quilt together, linking hearts with stitching hands. We will rise all together, we will rise. We will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun. We will rise all together, we will rise. We are spirits drawn together tightly by our common threads. We will rise all together, we will rise. From our children to our elders, from all nations we will rise. We will rise all together, we will rise. May respect for all our differences enhance our common ties. We will rise all together, we will rise. We will rise like the ocean, we will rise like the sun. We will rise all together, we will rise. We will build a global family strengthened by our common threads. We will rise all together. We will rise. One more time. We will rise all together. We will rise. Last time. We will rise all together. We will rise.
Wow, Sora, thank you. That is a super powerful song. You can really feel the protest music in there. You can really feel that solidarity in there. It's really, really awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
And
for singing, everyone, and so beautiful to see everyone's faces and feeling the music, and it feels really special to be able to connect with everyone. Thank you so much.
thank you also to Pat Humphreys and to Emma's Revolution for letting us sing that today. That was a really, really great treat. Yeah, we do hope that they're going to be joining us in the upcoming month. They did sing at our community sing the other day and they were fabulous. Sora, thanks again for bringing yourself and bringing that song to us. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to everyone on Facebook. So goodbye and thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to pop into the chat wherever it is you're coming in from. And we hope to see you again soon. And for